Hey Aaron, what's up? How have you been? I guess that's job security, but hopefully everything's going well. The same. Are you ready for Thanksgiving? Um, we'll just go from left to right.
Johnny Cage.
I appreciate it. We should be having it at my sister's house if everything goes well.
Finish her.
Alright, so I think this is just an uppercut. Yeah, it's cool how they can teach you how to do all the moves.
Johnny Cage win.
The arcade timing's a lot shorter, so it's a good mode to learn everything. Well, there's no other moves, so let's pick someone new. Yeah, I used to play the crap out of the Sega Genesis version. Every once in a while, I was lucky enough to play the arcade game. It's so cool to have all the different ports of all these games. I never thought, like, in a million years, they'd have a collection like this. Growing up as a kid, I always wanted, like, an arcade with all the Mortal Kombat machines, with a handful of others, like the T2 arcade game.
Kano. Scorpion. Finish him.
I'll show you right after this. Wow, it's different on this one. I could have sworn it was just back A. Back down forward X. That's weird. Okay, I guess it is.
Finish him.
Must be a different version. Because I feel like I did back A. Maybe I'm just remembering the Sega Genesis version. Back down one. Oh, you're welcome.
Kano wins. Fatality.
The heart looks smaller in the arcade version. Alright, I'll show you the different games. Then we'll go back to practicing fatalities. Great. So we go to offline. So we have this. We have the arcade version, Genesis, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Game Gear, Mortal Kombat 2 arcade, Genesis, 32X, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Mortal Kombat 3, Genesis, Super Nintendo, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, WaveNet, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, which was like this online version. And then they had the Super Nintendo version of that, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies, Mortal Kombat 4, Special Forces, Advance, and then the two Deadly Alliance games for the Game Boy Advance, which the second one's Tournament Edition. I think it has different characters besides Scorpion. I think Scorpion's in both of these. And what's cool is this also has documentary stuff, which I won't play on stream because it has video, but I'll show you real quick what it looks like. And then you can actually look at the game boxes. It also has a music player, so you can make a sound mix of some of your favorite songs. So that's pretty cool. And then also can look up the history of all the different fighters, and it'll go from game to game, like a timeline. And then they have the documentary. Yeah, I never thought in a million years they'd release that. And apparently soon they're going to be adding like more online support where you can basically run like an arcade lobby, like you have a room with like a bunch of different arcade machines in it. Right now they're testing out the beta. I'm curious how it's going to turn out. But what's cool about this is they have all the videos and documentary footage, including like the comic books where you actually can look at the individual pages and read them. I scrolled through it really fast because I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, if you're ever curious about what any of the boxes look like, you can just select it. You can just like rotate it around, look at it up close. It's just like how you remember it. You can also do it with the machines. If I can find one. Here it is. Although the machine I used to see had like Johnny Cage on the side of it. I think they changed it after a while. Or maybe it was afterwards. Either or. I know there was one with Johnny Cage on the side. Because Mortal Kombat 2 had Raiden. But yeah, it's pretty in depth. And it goes up to like mostly the history of Mortal Kombat 4, and then they talk about the later history a little bit. But I have a feeling they might add to this or release newer collections in the future with the other 3D games. We'll see. Just, I guess it depends how well this one does. Okay, Raiden's next.
Raiden. Scorpion. Finish him.
So let's make this a little bit more clear. Go to screen options, take the TV filter off. Now the colors pop a little bit more. Forward, back, 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 square.
Raiden wins. Fatality. Liu Kang. Sub-Zero.
The King's fatality is just a cartwheel.
Liu Kang win. Fatality. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Finish him. Scorpion win. Fatality. Sub-Zero. Liu Kang. Finish him. Sub-Zero win. Fatality.
Yeah, Scorpions and Kano's fatalities were the first ones I learned. I really like Scorpions. I remember if you didn't put the blood code in on the Sega Genesis version, when he pulled the heart out, it would be in black and white. I don't even know what it was supposed to be.
Sonya. Raiden. Finish him. Sonya wins. Fatality.
Probably part 2. It actually records which ones you play the most. So it says part 2, part 1, part 3, like in that order, like my favorite ones that I play on this collection.
Sub-Zero. Fight.
Hmm. It honestly depends on the game.
Sub-Zero.
Mortal Kombat 1, I like Sub-Zero a lot.
Fight.
Mortal Kombat 2, I seem to favor Scorpion and Raiden a little bit. Although I've been playing Katana a lot lately. I've been learning her a bit. And then Mortal Kombat 3, I find myself playing Shiva a lot. No. Yeah, this has a rewind feature. Just in case you screw up.
Sub-Zero. Win.
I remember screwing up in the arcade and being really upset because it would basically be like wasting a quarter.
Fight.
Also like Kung Lao in Mortal Kombat 2. And Liu Kang's pretty much good in all of them. Yeah, Cabal was really good. Especially when you learn the combos and this little tornado spin thing. A lot of people who play this game in tournaments pick Cabal.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
Yeah, that was a really good move. He had like a lot of good teleportation and freezing moves. Also his combo, those two little crowbar things he had was really useful. Thanks, I appreciate it. They're supposed to change the AI for the arcade soon so it'll be more fair. What happens with the arcade is that after a while it starts to get really aggressive because it thinks it's trying to get quarters out of you. It doesn't know it's in the Mortal Kombat collection. So a lot of times when you restart the game after a game over, all of a sudden the game will be balanced again. Yeah, I can see that. It does look like one. Yeah, I used to look under the arcade machines. I surprisingly found like quite a bit under there.
Excellent. Sub-Zero wins. Fight.
Let's try a different one. I think the AI patch is coming out with the online stuff. Also really like the music in Mortal Kombat 2, probably the best. Though Mortal Kombat 1 has really good music. 3's is good too, but if I had to pick a favorite, depending on the day, it would probably be Mortal Kombat 2. Every once in a while, I debate between that and 1. Oh, I don't know why you're apologizing. I am streaming after all. Like if I wanted to play and not have anyone bother me, I should stream. I don't know who to pick. Yeah, Deadly Alliance Deception had a quest mode. I think Armageddon had like this weird cart mode. Can't remember if they had a quest mode or not. Just remember the Mario Kart like game they had. You can tell like Sub-Zero's wearing motocross gear a little bit. Those knee pads. Maybe it's not motocross. It almost looks like something an umpire would wear during baseball and they just spray painted it or something. It's kind of cool how they made the costumes from scratch when they made this game. Kind of like cosplay.
Sub-Zero wins. Round 2, fight.
Even though Dan Forden's retiring, I hope they keep him as the toasty guy.
Finish him. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality. Round 1, fight. Wins. Round 2, fight. Sub-Zero wins. Round 3, fight. Finish him. Kitana wins. Liu Kang. Round 1, fight. Liu Kang wins. Round 2, fight.
I don't either, Aaron. Like, as a kid, I used to read all the magazines. That's why I have the moves up on the left side. Nice about this game is it tells you what all the moves are. And you have, like, the practice mode, which I'll probably try again. Since the AI is ramped up a little bit. After a while, the AI for the arcade starts reading your inputs. But yeah, bicycle kick, it was just like hold low kick and then release. And a lot of times, like when you play a match, you'd hold it down like when it was going round one. So right when you start the match, you do it and you usually get your friend. I think this is the dragon one. I don't want to do the lame one. Down forward, back triangle. There we go.
Wins. Fatality. Round one. Fight.
How's he grabbing me without me even being near? But then again, how are those trees making faces? Right. I don't know who to pick. Just do random.
Now, choose your destiny. Outstanding. Round one. Fight. Well done.
This one you have to put the moves in a lot faster. Makes it a little bit more challenging.
Wins.
I feel like it's a little bit more forgiving on the Genesis and 32X version. Try to read the moves and fight her at the same time.
Well done. Finish her.
Hey Steve, what's up? That was cool, I guess.
Fatality.
I had no idea she had so many legs.
Round one. Fight. Well done.
Yeah, I spent a fortune on video game magazine trying to find all the secrets. I go to the grocery store when I didn't have enough money for magazines to bring a notepad with me and write all the codes down while I was reading them. I'd bring it back home, like the little pad of notes I'd have. I remember I had a bunch of codes on like a dollar store pad for the Sega Genesis version of Mortal Kombat 3. It's ridiculous.
Kulao wins. Round 3, fight!
I cannot wait until they add the AI settings for the arcade games so it's more balanced. It'll be more fun to play. Like at that point where it's like telling the AI, he needs to put in another quarter. Yeah, Mustard and Ketchup, that was their name before they came up with Sector and Cyrax. What is the stage for time? I'm down. But you gotta do it really fast. With spinny sharp things at the bottom.
Fatality.
Why not?
Round 1, fight!
I actually really like the subway stage fatality, but one of us actually always ends up doing like a uppercut and ruins it. Everything is telling me to do an uppercut and I'm trying not to. Because if you do one, you'll go to the top street.
Fight!
Oh, screw it. I don't even understand how those rocket arms work. It was the 90s, they always tried to make music with a bunch of sound samples. I think they overdid it with all the yells from the game. So let's do this. Switch to UMK3 so there's more characters. Sure, that one's great, thank you.
Finish him.
Yeah, me too. I used to even read the little comic books they released every once in a while. I still have them. What's cool is in this collection, they actually scanned them all too. And you actually can read all the stories and endings separate. The documentary area is pretty extensive, and then the character profiles are super detailed, and you can look at their endings from each game and everything. The Monty Python fatality.
Kitana wins. Animality.
Once again.
Finish him. Kitana wins. Fatality. Finish him. Finish him.
don't know how this is considered close. I would consider this more sweep distance. Hold on, let's see. It is close. You gotta be so fast in this game for the moves. There we go.
Fatality.
And then 45 legs came out at the end.
Finish him. Kitana wins. Babality.
Why does that baby have metal arms? Jax didn't always have metal arms. It's so weird.
Finish him.
The power of bubbles.
Kitana wins. Friendship. Friendship again? Reptile. Soon down. Finisher. Reptile wins. Fatality.
That oddly didn't have a lot of blood. For Mortal Kombat, anyway.
Finisher.
Good times.
Reptile wins. Fatality.
I feel like that was one of the more graphic ones. Yeah, he seems to be a good character once you learn him. Especially in this game, if you figure out like all the combos, which luckily it tells you everything, like as far as how to do combos and stuff. And I love all these little practice modes. I can't wait till like the online lobbies open up because apparently you'll be able to run your own little arcade and you can include console and arcade versions. It sounds really cool. I don't know when it's coming out. I know the beta's out right now, but only on the Steam version, from what I know. I haven't seen any of the updates or been on YouTube about it today, but I have a feeling it'll be soon on PlayStation at least. Once again.
Finisher.
I still don't understand why he turns into a primate, but here we are.
Animality. Finisher.
Alright, we did everything, so.
Sonya. Jax. Finish him.
I like on this filter on the frame, you actually can see the reflection of the characters. Like you can see Jax kind of reflect on the side of the arcade cabinet. It's really subtle, but kind of a unique look. Speaking of which, let me take this TV filter off. I'm trying, GP, I'm trying. How are you doing today? This was anywhere, backboard, down the L1. Good, huh?
Sonya wins.
Oh, that sucks. Hopefully that'll get better. I wouldn't stall on that.
Finish him.
What's this half screen? This kind of feels like far away. Oh, good. At least you got an appointment. You just can't mess around with those infections because they can travel up to other areas, and actually be life-threatening. But I feel like at that point you would know it. It's usually people that stall for a long time.
Finish him.
Oh, F it, I'm not going to do that one. Right.
Sonya wins. Friendship. Friendship? Again?
Yeah. You're not getting like a fever or anything, are you?
Finish him.
I mean, if they felt like it was an emergency, they probably would have pushed it more. They probably asked you like what your symptoms are, whatnot.
Sonya wins. Babality.
Yeah, that's probably why they're probably trying to get an idea of like how far it is. But usually people that have life-threatening stuff, it's people that just keep putting it off, like getting stuff to numb it, ignore it, and not do anything about it. And it just gets worse and worse.
Jax. Ermac. Finish him. Jax wins. Fatality.
The creativity well was dry on that day.
Finish him. Jax.
Like I said, when you talk to him, the reason why they asked where it was and whatnot was to get an idea. You're probably good. I'm not trying to scare you or anything.
Finish him.
There's like the fatalities where you have to hold a button are really complicated to do, at least in this port. I don't know if it's part of the input lag or what. Finally.
Jax
I love my glow-in-the-dark enemies.
Animality.
Yeah, because it's swelling, it's probably putting pressure on it. And probably affecting your sinuses as well. All those cavities are all like close and nearby. It's the worst feeling, man. I'm sorry. Hopefully you'll feel better soon. Once they take care of it, it'll probably be like instant relief. Especially if it needs to be like drained or something like that. Right now people are referencing chat. What are they talking about?
Nightwolf. Shiva.
Those Ninja Turtle hands. Another hold a button fatality. Of course.
Nightwolf wins.
Well, at least it looked cool.
Fatality. Finisher. Nightwolf wins. Animality. Finisher. Nightwolf wins.
Gave me almost no time to read that.
Friendship again.
Alright. Next.
Jade. Sub-Zero.
I was like looking at the hours of how much time I spent on this game. I was kind of surprised. I didn't realize I was playing this game that much. I guess it's the nostalgia. I feel like a lot of younger people wouldn't be into this game.
Jade wins. Fatality.
Just like a single frame animation. It's great. We were running out of memory.
Finish him.
Yeah, she's one of the better players in the series, for sure, or characters. She was like a hidden character like Reptile. Usually they usually make the hidden characters really good, like once they finally become playable in like other games. Yeah, for sure. Especially when you played the AI in UMK3 or against somebody who really knew how to play as her. And she almost felt impossible sometimes. She'd definitely be a character worth learning.
Finish him.
It's these fatalities where you hold buttons. I'm not very good at them. Try real quick. See if I luck out. I have no idea because they're all ridiculously hard when the AI kicks in. I feel like Johnny Cage becomes super freaking impossible. Baraka does when the AI kicks in. Obviously the bosses are always a pain, but they're bosses. Also, it's either Melina or Katana where they can shoot like the blades midair. I think it's Melina with the size. Like Katana's fans are a little bit more avoidable. But yeah, when that AI kicks in, it almost feels impossible because they're so fast. And like the computer puts in their moves instantly. And that's what it's like playing against a good player, except they're good and they don't cheat. The AI reads your inputs a little bit.
Finish him. Finish him. Finish him.
Let me start a new one. I don't think I'm going to be successful pulling that off.
Scorpion. Melina.
Speak of the devil.
Finish her.
Again, must have ran out of memory.
Wins. Fatality. Finish her.
It's so stupid. Also, those two rib cages. I'll be right back. Yeah, if they actually used a scorpion versus a penguin. Okay, I have returned. Let me just double check chat.
Finish her. Scorpion wins.
Why does that skull
Fatality.
always look like a lizard mouth to me? It looks like a gecko or something.
Sonya. Finish her.
Keep picking the same background. Let me see something. Mm-hmm. It's on random. It just keeps picking the same stage.
Sonya. Finish her.
I was wondering when Kano is ever going to use that laser.
Finish her.
Wow, a perfect skeleton. That takes talent.
Finish her.
Was even bleached and everything.
Kano wins. Animality. Finish her. Kano wins. Friendship. Friendship again. Melina. Melina. Finish her.
I feel like that one of that fatality right there is something similar to it was like on the attack mode. I feel like that was one of the first new fatalities I remember seeing in UMK3. Call it UMK3 because it makes me feel cool.
Finish her.
Was at least 5 rib cages.
Fatality.
At least they're in a nice pile.
Finish her. Finish her. Finish her. Finish her. Finish her. Finish her. Finish her.
Jeez, you almost need an arcade stick.
Finish her.
For a skunk? Are you kidding me?
Wins. Animality.
Like Sega Genesis pixel quality?
Finish her. Melina wins. Friendship.
That was a pretty good one.
Friendship
I approve.
again. Finish her.
She looks like one of those love that Joker models.
Airbag. Airbag. Finish him.
Okay.
Finish him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to master that one right now. Um, once the music starts getting repetitive, I start getting a little annoyed. Right.
Sub-Zero.
The price you gotta pay for unlimited fatality time.
Finish her.
Yeah, it really disappointed me because I liked the game overall with Mortal Kombat 1, the last one that came out. They literally had no hit fatalities. I couldn't believe it. Like even Mortal Kombat 1, like the actual first Mortal Kombat had a pit fatality. I thought that was like standard. Apparently not.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
This was another I ran out of memory fatality. But human Sub-Zero was pretty last minute. Yeah, they're nostalgic, but nostalgic to the point where I wish those characters were in the game versus some of the other ones, especially from the PS2 games, which I'm not really nostalgic about. I didn't really get back into Mortal Kombat after probably Mortal Kombat Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was probably the last one I was excited about. I was kind of underwhelmed with Mortal Kombat 4. It wasn't until like Mortal Kombat, I guess you would call it 9, whatever the one that came out after DC, where it was just called Mortal Kombat on PlayStation 3 and 360. That's what really got me interested in the series again. Yeah, same here. I played Mortal Kombat versus DC for just a little while. I wasn't interested. Oddly enough, I do like the Injustice games. Does he have any
Finish
more
her.
moves? No, he just has that one lame fatality. To be fair, he was like a last minute bonus thing.
Sub-Zero. Sector. Finish him.
I used to judge every Mortal Kombat 3 port by how the versus screen looked.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality. Finish him. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality. Finish him.
Oh, it's the polar bear from the Coca-Cola commercials.
Sub-Zero
For a
wins.
split second, I was like, is it Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Animality.
I guess when you have this many characters, they can't all be winners. Plus, they probably have to recycle a lot of the animations. I feel like they should have just left Mortal Kombat 3 alone and just did another 2D game because I don't think the technology was still quite there with part 4. I don't have much nostalgia for 4, even though I played the crap out of it on PlayStation. It just doesn't hit like the first 3 games. Like even the Sega Genesis port with like 64 colors is still a lot of fun for me to play. Sometimes I'll play that one over the arcade version.
Finish him. Sub-Zero wins.
Wow, a perfect snowman in 32-bit colors. I remember they used to try to hide all those Mortal Kombat 3 codes on everything, and I'd look for them. I think they even did it like in the Mortal Kombat movie. Like if you looked at the credits, you could see some of the codes from Mortal Kombat 3, and you just have to write down each symbol, and you take it to the arcade. That was kind of a really cool, unique idea, actually. That one had a decent amount of animation. Somebody worked hard on that one.
Finish him.
He's got the Django Fett flamethrower. That would be hilarious if like Attack of the Clones was inspired by Mortal Kombat 3. I just really thought it was cool. Yeah, especially on a CRT. I hope they come out with more filters with this game to like kind of smooth it out, because in 4K it looks overly sharp where you can see the individual pixels. I just remember the arcade looking a little bit smoother. The CRT filter that they have in this game right now helps, but they also do this thing where they wash out the colors so it's not as vibrant. I do remember the colors being super vibrant in the arcade. So I hope whenever they release the new patch, they have more options. I hope. They've been pretty active on Discord though. Digital Clip seems to work on their games long term, because even like after the Capcom collections came out, they continued to release more stuff for them over time. I applaud them for like their effort in game preservation. I'm glad some companies care about it, especially with the documentary stuff as well. And then including like all the arcade flyers and like written history. Like you can look at manuals and stuff. It's really cool what they've added into all these collections. The Atari collection is really impressive as well as the Ninja Turtles ones. We did friendship. We need someone else. Let's see.
Finish him.
I think Sindel kicks a football, if I remember correctly. So random. Yep.
That was fun.
Wow. Even had speech. Mind blown.
Friendship again. Finish him. Sindel
How's it still
Fatality.
standing? It's Frank from Hellraiser.
Finish him. Sindel wins. Fatality.
I'm not sure how the physics of that worked, but they did.
Finish him.
That would have been terrifying.
Sindel wins. Animality.
Remember this really crappy movie on the Sci-Fi Channel or Showtime, like about the Wasp woman from the '90s, and it was just horrible. You know, he means business with his backwards hat.
Striker. Kumao. Finish him. Striker wins. Fatality.
The taser looked like it was from the Fallout universe.
Finish him. Striker wins. Fatality.
Pretty sure you probably should have standed farther away from that.
Finish him.
Well, you seem to be okay, so obviously I was wrong. A T-Rex, naturally.
Striker wins. Animality. Finish him.
Glad they don't make you do the mercies, at least in the practice mode. Right.
Striker wins. Friendship. Friendship.
Loves this job.
Again. Cyrax. Belmac. Finish him. Cyrax.
They love their Predator-inspired fatalities.
Finish him. Cyrax wins. Fatality.
Anybody need a leg? Got plenty.
Finish him.
Yeah. You definitely can tell it's Predator inspired. It makes sense why Predator was a guest character later on. kind of like the shark.
wins.
It's stupid, but I like it.
Animality. Finish him.
Next on Shark Week.
Cyrax wins.
Has to be the
Friendship
sickest dance move
again.
known to man. At least top 3. At least 3 points over the robot.
Kulau. Reptile. Finish him. Kulau wins. Fatality. Finish him. Kulau wins. Fatality.
Oh, are his arms floating in midair like that? I'm asking important questions here.
Finish him.
Can't remember if it's part 2 or part 3 where he pulls the rabbit out of his hat. We'll find out. Guess it was part 2.
Kulau wins.
Yeah, you
Friendship.
shouldn't have thrown it over a roof.
Again. Scorpion. Finish him.
Yeah, I feel like they could have dropped him.
Fatality.
I just don't think they had enough memory for Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I think they should have saved some of these ideas for a new game and moved on from 3. But I'm sure it was cheaper to make like an expansion slot. But I feel like Ultimate lost some important stuff. Like one thing, like you were talking about earlier, how you appreciate the story segments. I do too. I hate the fact that they cut all those out of the intro, like when it does like the little demo, like when you don't put quarters in the attract mode. I used to love seeing the little story segments, and it bums me out they cut them out in favor of some of these characters that don't even feel complete. But I know this is the one people play the most, like when they play like in tournaments and whatnot. So I know it has importance in the Mortal Kombat like history or whatever, legacy, whatever you want to call it.
Finish him. Cabal wins. Fatality. Finish him. Cabal wins.
But I hate
Friendship.
marshmallows.
Friendship again. Shiva. Cabal.
It was really cool they had a stop motion character. I would have liked to see more of that. I would have liked to see like at least like a Mortal Kombat spin-off in this style. It would look so cool with today's technology with how many frames of animation they could do. It's basically unlimited. Maybe it'd be too much work, I don't know. be cool if there was like an indie game or something that attempted it.
Finish him. Shiva wins. Fatality.
I'm not sure how that works, but okay. It looked like he phased through the floor, but
Finish him.
apparently it said fatality. Why would Shiva turn into the Scorpion, not Scorpion? Oh, I know. Because she was in Mortal Kombat 3. Now it makes sense. It was already done before they decided to put Scorpion, which is one of the worst decisions they made, and I think they knew it. It's really weird not to have a Mortal Kombat game without Scorpion in it. Be like Street Fighter without Ryu.
Finish him. Shiva wins. Friendship. Friendship again. Shang Tsung. Kung Lao. Finish him. Shang Tsung wins. Fatality.
Maybe put the spikes in front of the character? I don't know.
Finish him.
Just turned into goo.
Fatality.
Leftovers from Reptile's fatality. Although he was first, so I guess Reptile used the goo from his fatality.
Finish him. Shang Tsung wins. Animality. Finish him. Shang Tsung wins. Friendship. Friendship again.
What the hell is that thing? Is this supposed to be like the thing from Joust? Little ostrich he rides on.
Finish him. Shang Tsung wins. Fatality. Liu Kang. Striker. Finish him. Liu Kang wins. Fatality.
I had no idea he was able to teleport.
Finish him. Fatality.
Yeah, I don't think some of these fatalities were designed for a PlayStation controller.
Finish him.
Looks like they used the same sprite from Mortal Kombat 2. They just made it glowing green.
Animality. Finish him. Liu Kang wins. Friendship.
That was one of the better friendships, I feel.
Again.
Anything that has unique animations or images, I like them better. I hate it when they just reuse like some of the moves and just stop the frame and then try to make it look like a fatality or a friendship. It's nice when they actually create assets for them. I guess we only have smoke left.
Smoke. Cool. Finish him.
Still, probably mine and many people's favorite fatality in the entire game.
Smoke wins. Fatality.
Just ridiculous.
Finish him. Smoke wins. Fatality.
Yeah, it's just so hilarious. Like the world blows up and then goes to the next match and everything's fine. But yeah, I just remember seeing it for the first time. I couldn't get over it because I wasn't expecting the screen to change to like outer space.
Finish him. Smoke wins.
What do you turn into? Like a cave painting?
Finish him. Smoke wins. Friendship. Friendship.
I was blowing a
Again.
gigantic horn in somebody's face friendly. More obnoxious than anything. I guess we did everything, so go to main menu. Like on the TV border, you actually can see the little AV cable inputs. It's where you put in the blood code. I believe it's ABACABB. Luckily, it automatically puts it in for you, although the letters don't turn red. very easy, normal on other games. Look at all this lack of color. It hurts my eyes. But yeah, it's oddly nostalgic.
Fight. Excellent. Fight.
All two moves. They kept it simple back then. No combos to remember. Oh yeah, I forgot these ones aren't timed. Although it's not really impressive on Sega Genesis. It's kind of cool to play all the different ports because it's kind of crazy how the gameplay feels unique in each port, even though it's like the same game. Like to me, this one feels a lot faster than Mortal Kombat 1 on the arcade. It might just be because it doesn't have as many frames of animation, I don't know.
Excellent.
I didn't grow up with a Super Nintendo version of Mortal Kombat 1. That one almost feels unplayable to me. Feels like there's a ton of input lag in it. At least compared to the Genesis version.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
I wouldn't mind it not having blood. If it played better. Luckily they fixed it in the second and third game. It's like Liu Kang's face is fading away.
Fight. Fight.
I don't even think Genesis Mortal Kombat had a true high punch, even though it has a high punch input. Maybe it's the low punch.
Fight.
Yeah, when you duck into a low punch, he still does an uppercut. In the arcade, he actually does like a low forward punch. They're trying to take advantage of just having 3 buttons.
Finish him.
The big tapeworm. I don't know why this one's so much harder on Sega Genesis, but it is.
Fight.
What is Radiant's electricity sound like he's passing gas? I'd be embarrassed to use that power. I will say I do like the Genesis unique soundtrack. Almost like a remix version of the arcade music, but it sounds not bad compared to a lot of other games music on Genesis that sounds super generic.
Fight.
They use a lot of the same sound library.
Finish him.
There's the first time I had the blood coat on. Uppercut at somebody because we didn't know any moves, and it was at the pit stage, and then that happened, and it blew our minds. We didn't even know that was a thing. And then when it did in the arcade and you saw the bodies, it was even more mind blowing.
Fight.
I love Mortal Kombat 1. I hate those endurance matches though.
Fight.
Wow, so many more colors. You don't realize how many more colors and how bigger the characters are until you go from Sega Genesis to the arcade version.
Kano,
Oh, I didn't mean to select him.
Kano, Sub-Zero,
Like back in the day, by the time I got home to play the Sega Genesis version, forgot how good the arcade version looked.
excellent, Sub-Zero wins. Fight.
It's weird how they tried to make the slide different input wise. I guess they're still trying to cater to the 3-button configuration.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality. Fight. Excellent. Sub-Zero wins. Fight. Excellent. Finish him. Sub-Zero wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
I actually can make out Kano's face in this one.
Fight. Excellent. 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 Sub-Zero wins. Fight. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality. Test your might.
Yeah, arcade, no problem.
Fight.
I have no idea why it's harder in the Genesis version, it just is. Usually the console versions are easier.
Sub-Zero wins. Fight. Excellent. Finish him. Sub-Zero. Fight.
I like the gaffs in the background every time you do something.
Scorpion wins.
Kind of creepy in the arcade version how he turns his head and watches you two. The AI is getting smarter. It's like, we need another quarter. At least it's appropriate that it's Scorpion. There goes that storyline.
Fatality.
I hate them too.
Fight.
I wouldn't mind them if they like shorten the health, but on the arcade especially. At least I'm using imaginary quarters. I guess other people didn't like them either because they weren't included in the second game.
Wins. Fight.
And then Dornstrom's in the arcade really suck because it's when the AI starts ramping up. So just fighting one person becomes difficult until the game restarts again. But I'm hoping with this newly added arcade difficulty that's going to be adjustable. Like you won't have to use exploits as much to win.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality. Test your might. Fight.
Those endurance matches are sometimes a bigger pain in the ass than the bosses. Probably gonna have to lose this round.
Sub-Zero wins. Fight!
A little overboard, don't you think?
Sub-Zero wins. Sub-Zero. Fight!
It thinks I put another quarter in, so it's having some mercy on me. Heard me say that.
Sub-Zero wins.
I feel like the way it works is every time you lose, it lowers the difficulty down one notch. Every time you win, it goes up again. I didn't even realize things like that until like I got into arcade games when I got older. I was like, hey, this isn't really balanced. And I started reading about the philosophy of like how arcade machines work, how they try to get quarters out of you. I guess it's the same way gambling machines work. They just want you to have a taste of winning, so you keep coming back afterwards.
Sub-Zero wins. Flawless victory. Fight! Sub-Zero wins. Fatality. Fight!
Surprised the first thing he didn't do was throw a knife. Ugh.
Fight!
Oh yeah, this is an endurance match. I gotta fight another a-hole. I hope he at least uppercuts me. Thank you. I at least want to see the pit fatality.
Sub-Zero. Fight! Sub-Zero wins. Fight!
You gotta be creative with the same 5 moves.
Excellent. Sub-Zero win. Fatality. Fight. Excellent.
That was close.
Liu Kang wins. Fight. Excellent. Finish him. Excellent. Scorpion
So close.
wins. Sub-Zero. Fight. Sub-Zero wins. Fight.
Ow.
Excellent.
He's the second scorpion I've killed in this tournament.
Test your might. Fight.
I like how the screen shakes foreshadowing Goro. No, so close. Just want to get these endurance rounds over. don't know how I didn't get hit.
Sub-Zero wins. Fight! Excellent.
Kind of funny, the same person playing a Sub-Zero is also playing Johnny Cage. My trick I know is just like keep jump kicking him, jump back, jump kick forward, jump back, jump kick forward. Sometimes it works. That's the only trick I know offhand.
Sub-Zero.
Oh, okay. And then you get used to it, and then Shang Tsung uses those fireballs and it trips you up. That trick doesn't work as much anymore. Unless he turns into Goro. That trick kind of works with Montaro, but it's almost more luck-based. It's like some rounds he seems to fall for it, sometimes he doesn't. It must be with the timing or something when you start it.
Flawless victory. Fight!
I still don't have a good method to beat Kintaro or Shao Kahn. That just becomes pure luck after a while. I like beat it a couple of times and I was like, I did it, never again.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
I remember at Mortal Kombat 9, like Shao Kahn was super hard in some parts. It's crazy. I think I screwed up my timing because I was talking and not paying attention here. I don't have enough room. His face looks so weird compared to how the model looks. Must have been the lighting or something. Ow. All Goro's power is coming from his ponytail. That's what gives him his strength.
Sub-Zero wins. Fight!
They should have gave Goro some more frames of animation with his idle pose with his arms.
Sub-Zero wins. Fight!
Yeah. I hate it when he turns into Goro. I think one of the console versions he doesn't turn into Goro. I remember the Sega CD version. Every time he morphed, the game would freeze. Sega CD version was kind of cool, but it was weird because like all the music would play on the inappropriate levels.
Sub-Zero. Fight.
Yeah, the PS1 had a slightly faster CD drive, so it was a little bit more bearable on PlayStation 1. What's cool with this version, with Mortal Kombat Trilogy, they took all the load times out. It was more seamless with like the PlayStation 1 version, which is nice. So funny, the person that plays Shang Tsung is also the same person who plays Liu Kang. It's like a mask that he wears. I've always been curious what the mask looks like. It's probably like in the documentary thing, and I just missed it.
Sub-Zero. Fight.
He blocks everything.
Sub-Zero wins. Fight. Sub-Scorp, Luke, Raiden, Kano, Johnny, Sonya, Sub-Scorp, Luke, Raiden.
The reign of tyranny is over, Shang Tsung, until Mortal Kombat 2. Thanks, Steve. Took enough retries, but I finally did it. I could have just looked up this ending in the character bio, but I didn't. I bet it would have been so cool to beat the game in front of a bunch of people in the arcade, but I would have choked with that many people watching.
Johnny K. Kano.
Ugh.
Raiden.
It's the only sound I could think of at the time.
Liu Kang. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Sonya.
They could have added one more frame of animation for this. Come on, one more frame. He looks ridiculous. At the time, he looked really cool. And then they went all out with the stop motion with Primal Rage. Remember in the arcades, they'd have some of those games, like Primal Rage hooked up to a giant projection television, really showcase the graphics. And so they could charge $1. Like, this is a premium experience. And special thanks to viewers like you. I've watched too much PBS in my lifetime. Okay, I think I'm Mortal Kombat out for the day. Yeah, I never got into Primal Rage either. I played a lot of the ports, but it was never my thing. I always appreciate it like for what it was and how it looked artistic wise, but gameplay wise, I just never could get into it. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm gonna take a break. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll talk to you on the next one. Take care. Bye. Thanks for hanging out, Steve. I'll see you later. And GB, if you're still listening, thanks for watching as well. I don't think Aaron's here anymore. If you are, thanks, Aaron.